बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामुअलैकुम। आज हम एजुकेशन कैप्सूल के फर्स्ट चैप्टर के इम्पोर्टेंट एमसीक्यूज़ के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। डियर स्टूडेंट, आपने मेरे चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करना है ताकि नई आने वाली वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिल सके। रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ सेम प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स इन अ सैंपल एज ए एग्जैक्ट इन पॉपुलेशन इज स्ट्रैटिफाइड सैम्पलिंग. Ibn Khaldun said, "The revealed knowledge is the real knowledge. It is concept of epistemology." Who said, "Acquisition of knowledge is not only human nature but also male-female's fundamental right." Ibn Khaldun. The cash book is maintained by DDO. PISA test assess general competency in the subject reading, math, science, literacy. The theory of psychosocial development was presented by Erikson, which deals with the philosophical problems and values axiology. Ethics can be defined as the study of ideal conduct. The idealism was presented by Plato. A sum of questions is test. Hierarchy of needs was presented by Maslow. A research plan should be in future tense. Basic and applied research are the classification of research on the basis of purpose of the research. Qualitative data means expressed in words. The combination of quantitative and qualitative approach is known as mixed methods research. Discussion of results and findings is found only in research reports. In the data analysis sections, the researcher discussion result and finding. The mental wrapping of communication message is encoding. According to sophisters, the aim of education was to prepare the children to take part in politics in adult life. The lower level of measurement is represented in nominal scale. The highest, most precious level of measurement is ratio scales. The arithmetic average of the scores is mean. The score attained by more subjects than any other score is mode. According to Socrates, education is the process of equating mankind with the universal truth. Who declared that education is experience? John Dewey. Plato supports idealism. Alfred Bint worked of intelligence tests. Physical growth is affected by biological factor and environmental factor. Educational psychology is the branch of psychology. The discipline of psychology started in 18th century. The degree to which equally competent scores obtain the same result in a test is called objectivity. What is hypothesis? Prediction of a relationship between certain variable. Chalkboard, boards, potential boards, flat boards, and magnetic boards are examples of demonstration board. The social media is Facebook. Management may be classified in level. The lowest level of management includes supervisor. Top level of management require conceptual skills. Many function of management is represented in the word POSDCORB. 7. Motivation derived by an interest or enjoyment in the task itself. Intrinsic motivation. The branch of philosophy that deals with the nature, origin, and scope of knowledge is epistemology. Axiology deals with the philosophical problem and values. There are two theories of leadership, trait and behavioral theory, which is considered a teacher-centered philosophy. Essentialism. Potential. Who was the first to measure human intelligence? B.ed. Mental age of a child is a measure of level of mental maturity. The determination of meaning of different words used in different language is called semantics. Which of the branch of philosophy that studies issues concerning and beauty? Aesthetics. According to Menteberg, 1. If the management's interpersonal role is of a leader. In which theory leadership is multi-dimensional situational theory, who says human nature remains the same everywhere, hence education should be same for everyone. Perennialism, who believes experimental knowledge is real progressivism. Gestalt means shape. Saadat was written by Ghazali. The research concerned with development of theories is called basic research. The research with the use of testing of theories is applied research. The research involved in explaining events of the past, action research. Data arranged in groups or classes is called grouped data. The number obtained by dividing the sum of the scores by their number is called mean. The number dividing data into two equal parts in such a way that half of the total score are less than that number, whereas other half score are more than that number is called median. Reality does not exist in this world is said by Plato, who is the father of religious existentialism. Soren Kierkegaard. Plato wrote the famous book The Republic. The concept of free education was given by Karl Marx. Summative evaluation takes place at the end. Which education policy suggests to given equal weight to general education and technical education? 1972. In planning and implementing curricular, school makes its selection from culture. The research involved in explaining events of the past, historical research. The research concerned with current status of the subject of study is descriptive research. Relationship of a score with 100 is called percentage. Raw scores of test series as data. Philosophy and curriculum are concerned with the question of what is the purpose of life. Philosophical foundation of curriculum is concerned with ideas. In guidance, the role of teacher is as a helper. The major responsibility of counselor is help students solve their problems. When do we learn better according to Thorndike's law of exercise? Practice it. Who would you define psychology? Study of behavior. In which country Jane Piaget was born? Switzerland. All financial transactions of the school occurring from day to day is entered in cash book. Microplanning is done in middle and lower management. A choice made between two or more alternatives is called decision. Metaphysics can be defined as theories of beyond the physics. John Dewey was great revolutionist in the education system due to his philosophy of pragmatism. How many basic components of curriculum have? 4. Renaissance of Sciences are written by Ghazali. Aesthetics has to be with beauty. Scientific management is concerned to F.W. Taylor. Bureaucratic management is linked to Max Weber, who worked on basic need of human being. Abraham Maslow. The average person dislikes work and will try to avoid it. Theory X. Many people have a capacity to exercise a high degree of creativity and innovational solving organizational problems. Theory Y. A leader, someone who advances organizational goals by influencing the attitudes and action of others. Which type of graph is suitable for showing a general distribution of data? Pie chart. Bar graph depict differences in sets of figures during the same or a brief time span. The type of research by method experimental research. Effectiveness of curriculum is determined by evaluation. The model of behavioral objects of curriculum evaluation was presented by Taylor. Ibn Khaldun is famous for his Muqaddimah-e-Tarikh, who is aptly called the father of political economy. Ibn Khaldun. War is necessary evil, and no nation and no race is free from it. Who said this? Ibn Khaldun. The representative group selected by specific procedure from population is sample. The specific procedure used to select a representative group from population is sampling. Logical and scientific thinking include value system. The function of educator is to lead the child near reality is the educational philosophy of realist. Friendship is a love and belonging need. Authentic knowledge is gained through empirical experience. For the learning of student, progressive teacher put more emphasis on practical education. One way of finding out what is going on in a classroom is observation. When, what, why, and how to teach is the main task of educational psychology. The system that includes the interactive whiteboard, a computer is projector, and whiteboarding software for teaching and learning process is a smart board. What type of graphic chart is situated for depicting the rise of cancer rates in the past 4 decades? Line graph. The component of curriculum to check the progress is evaluation. Elements of curriculum are objectives, content, methodology, evaluation. The mode of the score 416, 435, 456, 3 is 4. How many parts has a research report? 3. First part of research report is preliminary page. Last portion of the research report is appendix. Basic of experimental research is hypothesis. Example of research by purpose are basic and applied. Research study starts from finding a problem. Random sampling is necessary in experimental research. The main source of innovation is human mind. Family is a basic institution for socialization of child. Solo taxonomy was presented by Biggs and colleagues in 1982. Days presented behavioral objects theory in 1976. Educare means to bring out. Education is a continuous process aims at transmitting information, skills, and cultural heritage from one generation to another. Education is the manifestation of the perfection that already exists in human being. In the provinces of Pakistan, textbook board were established in 1962. In the educational literature of the Arabs, which stands for curriculum, minhaj. The purpose of education is to make an individual aware of the cosmic power in him and enable him to drive this out to lead a successful life. Education is social process that enables an individual to lead a balanced life in the society. In the light of human academic heritage, educare means to lead. Education is a formal process that aims at development of the faculties of the individual so that they may utilize the available resources scattered around them. Education is a process of change in human character, attitudes, and potentials that lift man from the animal level to the human level and thereby pave the way of human welfare. Correlation of the subject in the previous class is called vertical design. In inductive method, we proceed from specific to general. Item difficulty analysis is not appropriate for personality test. डियर स्टूडेंट, आपने मेरे चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करना है ताकि नए आने वाली वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिल सके. थैंक्स.